Somebody find me, somebody write me a message in a book.
Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for you and a slight product review on a hair colour. Now I did promise one of my subscribers that I would be doing this, Cassie Dog. She's trying to dye her hair red at the moment and she wants it quite bright. So I said that I would be making this video, so that's what I'm doing. Now the product that I'm reviewing is this, which is Be Red. I'm sure you've probably, if you've found this video, then you've obviously heard of Be Red before and you're trying to do some research. I've only seen a couple of videos on YouTube featuring Be Red. I've seen one tutorial and I've seen one person reviewing it, which was Fairy Light, and so I thought I would do like a review slash tutorial on how to use it. I filmed the tutorial last night because Jess has her hair this colour, so this was the third time that we've done it, and I just wanted to show it's really easy to use. You don't have to be a hairdresser. It does say that this is a salon professional product, so you're not really supposed to be able to buy it, but you can get it on eBay, you can get it on the internet. I got this one from my local beauty supply store, so I'm pretty sure that places like Sally's will sell it, but like I said, if not, you can get it on eBay, you can get it from their website. It's really easy to get hold of. So all you're going to need to do this, you're going to need the Be Red hair colour in whatever shade you want. We have the brightest one, which is red, and then you're also going to need some developer. Now I don't really know anything about developer. All I know is that it develops the colour, which is what it's called, developer, but I don't know about percentages or anything. I mean, this is a 30 volume, which is 9%. You can get 20 volume, 30 volume, 40 volume, I think you can get 15. The higher your volume, the harsher it's going to be on your hair. So if you get a 40 volume and your hair is in bad condition, you're pretty much going to fry it. So you have to be very, very careful what you buy. This one I think requires a 20 or up, so we just got 30 because I wanted to make sure that it took. Jess has got very, very thick hair, very dark natural hair, and I wanted to make sure that the developer that I got would be able to tackle not only the amount of hair but the colour of it. So I'm just going to show you this. Obviously this tube is half empty because I used half of it last night. It's really easy to use. It's got measurements on the side, and for Jess's hair we use 50 mils of this. And the easy thing about this is when you mix it up, it's a 50-50 ratio, which is really super easy to remember. So 50 mils of this means you use 50 mils of this. Whole tube, which is 100 mils, you'd need 100 mils of this. I'm not too sure if you've got extremely long hair and it's quite thick, you are more than likely going to need 2 of these, but I don't honestly know. You should know your own hair to know how much product you're going to need. And you might think, oh my god, I've got to buy all this stuff, it's really difficult. All you're doing is you're buying everything separately. If you went to the drugstore and bought a box hair dye, this is literally how it comes anyway. You'll get your bottle with your developer in it, and then you get your colour, which you squeeze into the developer, shake it up, shove it on. Well, this is the same thing, except you mix it in a bowl and put it on with a brush, so it's really easy. Now this does say, it's called Colour Highlighting Cream, but you can use it all over your whole head, which is what I do with Jess. And it says red highlights in 15 minutes without pre-lightening. Now this is what's really good because it doesn't use bleach. It doesn't damage your hair as much as what bleaching it blonde and then dyeing it red would do. They do say do not use this on blonde hair. I don't know the reason why. I'm not going to be trying it on my hair to show you what happens, but it does say do not use on blonde hair. It takes 15 minutes under a gentle heat. So if you've got, some people have heat lamps that you can get from Argos, or with no heat, it takes 35 minutes. What I normally do with Jess is I wrap her head in cling film or foil and leave it on for say 35-40 minutes, and that is normally long enough. Just trying to see. There's all different shades. I mean, for instance, there's magenta, there's red, which is this one, there's red violet, red copper and copper. I don't know what the other shades look like, but they're all just slightly darker variations of this. This is the brightest red that you can get. This, I think when I bought this from the internet it was £6.50. When I got it from the salon store it cost me about £7, I think it was. So it's not too, it is more expensive than a hair dye, but for instance with Jess we can get 2 uses out of this. This has lasted us 4 uses because it's a 200ml bottle. and this was like £2.50. So in total, when I bought these, including, well, I didn't, you know, when Jess bought them, including postage, it was £13 for this and this. So £13 for 2 uses isn't actually that bad, and this has lasted her 4 uses anyway, so then she's only had to buy another one of these, so it's not too bad. It is a good product. It's very easy to work with, very easy to use. It does stain. You must make sure that you get yourself some gloves. Even if it's just marigolds, you need to make sure that you wear gloves when you are either applying this to yourself or using it on your friend. You must wear gloves, because otherwise you're going to end up with bright red hands, and that's not a pretty look. The same as if you get any on the skin, make sure you get it off like as soon as possible, because otherwise you or your friend is going to end up with like bright red patches all over their face. This is becoming a lot more popular. I am seeing a lot more girls and guys, I must admit, with hair that is this colour. It pretty much comes out the colour of this box. So it is definitely becoming a lot more popular. The reason I'm trying to show this is because there's a lot of hair dyes out there that you can buy from the supermarkets or drugstores or whatever that promise results like this, but they don't deliver them. For instance, Schwarzkopf has one. That is probably the worst one that you can get, because on the box it shows you this brilliant pillar box red, but it's not going to come out like that, and that is because the hair dye contains dark undertones. So it's going to grab your hair and it's going to turn it really, really dark red, and after probably 6 or 7 washes it will be lighter, but to begin with it's going to be very, very dark, which if you are expecting this colour straight away, that's not what you want. That's why you need this product, because it lightens your hair while it's colouring it. So that's how it achieves this bright red look. So that's me jabbering on about it a little bit. I'm going to put all the links down below for different places where you can get Be Red, and that's about it really. So coming up after this bit is the tutorial showing you how I applied it to Jess. The only thing I didn't show you was when I applied it all over her head. I show you how to do it to the roots, but then once you've done all your roots you just slop whatever's left on your hair and massage it in a bit like you would a home hair colour. So if you're an absolute novice and you've never ever dyed your hair before, I don't recommend you starting with this, because it is a drastic change that you're going to be making. And like I said, if you're blonde, if you're like this colour or any shade of blonde, please, 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 please do not use this product unless you speak to a hairdresser first, because this is not recommended for blonde hair, and I don't know the reason. I don't know if it makes it go pink or what, but if you do decide to put this on blonde hair, don't come after me saying, oh, well, you told me to do it, because I didn't. This is a pre-lightening colour. That's why they don't want it on blonde hair, because your hair is already light. So I'm not telling you to go and dye your hair. If you've got dark hair, go for it, because it does work. So yes, like I said, I'm going to put the link down below to where I got this from. I'll also put the 2 links of the 2 videos that I've seen, so that you can sort of get a little bit of variation. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial video for you, and it's how to dye your hair bright red, and it's without having to bleach the crap out of it first. We're going to be using this product, which is called Be Red, and it's by a company called Affinage. Now this one is the red one. They do different shades of red, but we get this one because it's the brightest colour that you can get. And what this does is it lightens your hair without bleach. Now it says that it's a highlighting cream, but you can use it all over your head. There are a couple of other people on eBay, not on eBay, sorry, on YouTube who use this. One of them is Fairy Light. She's reviewed this product before. I'm going to actually show you how to use it. So to do this, you're going to need the hair dye. Now you can get this online from their website. You can also get it on eBay. Most beauty supply shops sell it as well. You probably get it at Sally's. So you're going to need this. You're going to need a cream developer. Now this one is by the same company because we got this online, and we've gone for a 30 volume, which is 9%. You're going to need a brush and a bowl, and you're also going to need a jug to measure out your developer. The ratio of this is 50-50, so we use 50 mils of, this is a 100 ml tube, so we use 50 mils of this and 50 mils of this. This bottle is 200 mils, so it's lasted us for 4 uses. So yeah, you need all that, and then you need a willing volunteer. Now, as you can see, Jess's hair is already bright red.
It is quite dark at the roots though.
The roots are very dark, as you can see.
That's what my natural hair is.
That's her natural hair colour, so her roots are going to be done today, which we'll be able to show you at the end, but I do appreciate the rest of her hair is already red. But it's the roots we're focusing on.
But it wasn't very red when we started off. This
No.
has had like 2 applications on already.
Yeah. So
it's quite bright red.
And you can use it on very dark hair. I mean, this hair is very dark, but that will be covered by the red. So Jess is going to hold the camera while I mix this up for you. Hello. I'm going to open this up.
I'm hoping my phone don't go off.
So as you can see on here, it is measured. So we're going to use half. So all you've got to do, this is a brand new tube, so I know it doesn't focus. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze down the tube, and I'm going to roll as I squeeze, which you don't have to do. I just like to make sure that you get in all of the product. Yeah. This was about, was it £6.50, £7, this one?
Yeah, something like that.
This dye is about £7. Now, Jess has got very thick hair, but it is quite short, so we can get away with half a tube. If you've got very long hair, you will need a whole tube, possibly more, depending how long and thick your hair is. If you've got silly thin hair, like what I've got,
showing them your hair. Look at the thinness. If you've got
thin hair like me, then you would be able to do the same as what Jess is doing. So as you can see, that's half the tube. I've just gone down to the half mark. And then I'm going to add my developer, which I've already measured out. I'm just going to pour it in there. All you're basically doing is, if you buy a home dye, this will already come in your little bottles and your little sachets. That's what we're doing. Yeah, already marked out. That's what we're doing. We're just measuring it ourselves. So now all you've got to do is mix it all up, and you want it to kind of look like cake mix, which obviously you don't want to eat this because it's not going to taste nice.
It don't smell nice either.
It might kill you if you eat it.
Awesome.
But you just want to mix it up until it's nice and smooth. And because it's a 50-50 mixture, it's pretty easy to get right. It's not like 10% of this and 90% of this. It's literally 50-50, so it's really, really easy. You just want to make sure it's all mixed up. Like this. And you want it to be this sort of a texture so that it's a little bit droopy, but not...
Do it again, didn't get that.
See, look,
there we go.
It's not too, it's not thin, but it's not stupidly thick. So now I'm just going to take my bracelets off. So what we're going to do, just going to sit down. You have to take your bracelets off.
I know, but they annoy me.
I've only took mine off so that I can
They annoy me.
see. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, I haven't got any gloves on. I should really be wearing gloves. But I'm just going to do this little bit to show you, and then I'll go and grab some. Make sure you wear gloves or your hands will be stained bright red. So you just want to get some of the product on your brush and then just apply it to wherever you want the product. So I'm just applying it to her roots at the moment, and then what I will do is once I've covered all of her roots, I will then move on to the rest of the hair and just sort of blend it all in, because the rest of the hair isn't too important at the moment. It's mainly the roots that we're trying to work on. Now, I do realise I'm putting it on her scalp, but the reason I'm doing this is because I want it as close to the root as possible. Jess has got hair that grows extremely quickly, so I want it as close to the root as I can get it. So
about
it just
2 weeks?
Yeah, about 2 weeks. So it just means that her scalp will be a little bit red, but this will wash off after a couple of days. Okay, so I've now put it through the whole of Jess's hair, and I've just sort of put it in a little top knot on top of her head. Now, with this product, it does actually work better with heat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some foil on. I would normally put cling film on, but I've run out. So I'm going to put foil on, and that will just help trap the heat. And I've just got to try and remember 15 minutes. How long do we normally leave this on for?
Half an hour.
It says you can get it in 15 minutes, but we normally leave it on for 30 just to try and get a decent colour. And we do check sort of every 15 to see how the colour is taking.
Normal hair colours take about half an hour anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
for full heads.
Yeah, from the shops. They normally take about half an hour to develop anyway.
Yeah. So I'm going to foil her up. Okay, so here is the finished result. As you can see, it's very, very red. It looks pink in this light, but I can assure you it's not. It's red. So, yeah, that's the effects that you can get from the product Be Red.